Welcome to the Art Lady Home. Tonight I am whipping up some vegan-friendly garlic Alfredo pasta. I'm going to be putting in some artichokes and spinach. It's going to be an amazing dinner, and I wanted to share it with you. Right now I'm sauteing some garlic. Ooh, that's actually looking really good and delicious right there, nice and browned. What I did was in this pan, I put 2 tablespoons of butter, vegan-friendly butter. I used this Earth Balance, and then I put in 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And now I'm cutting up tons of cloves of garlic. I started out with medium-sized to really pretty large-sized garlic, and I'm putting in about 8 of them. It actually almost used up the whole bulb of garlic there. I want this to be really garlicky, so for those garlic lovers, go ahead and use 8 to 10 of them like I am. And for those that are a little shy on garlic, add less. But this, I love garlic, so I'm piling this on here. And these are pretty, like I said, this is a pretty large bulb of garlic. And so I'm just chopping that up pretty rough right now. And I'm going to add it to what I've already have in my pan here. Right there. Oh, I can already smell it. It's absolutely fabulous. So I'm going to saute that up a little bit. I have my stove on a 4, and so I'm going to turn it down a bit just to get this golden brown here. But I don't want to burn it. Oh, there's a piece I missed. I'm just going to cut that up a little bit. Yeah, I don't want to burn the others that I had started. I like to cook that way. I like to throw it in as I am cooking. So I'm going to saute that up. Now to this, what I am going to do is I'm going to add, once that's browned, all of it browned, I'm going to go ahead and add some almond milk to this. You can use any non-dairy milk. This is what I've tested out though. Some almond milk, and I'm going to use 2 cups of almond milk. And I'm going to also use 2 cups of vegetable broth, or what I'm using now is actually Better Than Bouillon. This is a chicken-based Better Than Bouillon. Vegetarian, so there's actually really no chicken in here. You can use the full vegetable base, or just vegetable, 2 cups of vegetable broth that's in, you store-bought, or your vegetable broth that you might have stored in your freezer. Sometimes when I do a lot of vegetables, I save some of that broth there. So I'm going to go ahead and add that. This is getting nice and golden now. Like I said, I have it on a medium, so it did not take long. So this is going to be infused into this butter and garlic, butter and olive oil right now by simmering it like this. So it's going to give flavor to that whole pan, and that's going to be the base for our sauce. And like I said, it's going to be a vegan-friendly Alfredo sauce. So I'm kind of smashing this a little bit. The more you smash it, the more flavor comes through. I roughly chopped this in my on my cutting mat. But if you have a garlic press, you can press that in here too. That releases all the garlic oils and juices, and it brings more flavor into this. Ooh, that's already looking yummy. All right, so I can't wait to eat. I'm starving. So I'm going to go ahead now and put in 2 cups of water, because I want 2 cups of my vegetable broth. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And like I said, I'm using this bouillon, Better Than Bouillon. So I'm going to add the water first. And to the second one, I am going to take my tablespoon of this bouillon, add it to the second, 2 tablespoons of the bouillon. Right here. Just 2 tablespoons of that to make my vegetable broth. Oh wow, I got smoked out here. That's actually steam. Let's see if I can Okay, let's see. I added the almost 2 things of water, 2 cups of water, which is actually my vegetable. Now, my last little bit, you can see how I'm dissolving that better than bouillon right in here. So then when I add it to that, okay, it's dissolved a little bit better. Now I'm going to go ahead and do my 2 cups of almond milk, and this is going to create that sauce to this. Right in here. And meanwhile, I am going to, I want to reach a boil for this. So I'm going to bring up my heat again to a medium now. And I want to bring this to a boil. And I'm going to add my last cup. So 2 cups vegetable broth, 2 cups almond milk, or your any kind of milk substitute, soy or almond milk substitute. And here, ooh, look at that, that's good. That looks delicious. Okay, so I'm going to bring this back up to a boil, and then I'm going to throw in my pasta. And I'm just going to use some of this spinach fettuccine right in there. And I do have some of this whole grained thin pasta that I'll throw in as well. The package of spinach fettuccine I have is, and it's made with artichoke as well. This is going to be delicious. Is only 8 ounces, so I'm going to add a little bit of this pasta so that I have a lot of leftovers, because when I cook, I love lots of leftovers for my family to enjoy the next day. And then this is also my lunch for the next day as well. So I like to make enough for many meals if I'm going to go through this trouble. So I'm going to bring that back up to a boil. Then I'm going to go ahead and add my pastas. And then the last thing I'm going to throw in is my spinach, right as it's about to be served, so it just is lightly wilted. And then I'm going to throw in some chopped up artichokes. I've cooked it to my desired tenderness. Now on the package it said 6 minutes for the linguine, and I did it for about 8 or 9 minutes. So watch your linguine. If it gets a little dry, add a little bit more water so that it can, be the right tenderness for you. You don't want to undercook it. And you can see how this is absorbing all of the juices, and so it's made its own delicious sauce. If you're using pure regular pasta, I would pre-cook the regular pasta, because you're going to have, your sauce is going to be a little bit too starchy. This, like I said, this is a wheat pasta, and it's a thin pasta. And this is a spinach artichoke fettuccine. So I don't have as much of that starch. That's why I can cook it like this without pre-boiling it. So it's really a great little tossed sauce. Now what I'm going to do is throw in half a jar. If you want to do a whole jar, go ahead. I only had a half. So I'm using a half a jar of the marinated artichokes. Whatever artichokes you have on hand, I'm just going to lightly toss with that. And I'm also going to toss in some of this baby spinach. Now, this is an organic baby spinach, and what I did was I picked, for some reason it looks a little tough. It feels tough for me, so I did pull off some of the stems. Just pinched off any, if it was a little stem, I just pinched it off. And now I'm going to just tear it into, this seems tough. I'm just going to tear it into the spinach, into the Alfredo mix, and just kind of break it in half. I missed a few of them, but we're not that picky. And then I'm going to toss it in here, and it's going to wilt. And it's just going to be amazing. I'm going to turn my heat off, actually. And then I'll cover it for a minute just to steam it. And it tastes absolutely delicious. And this is pretty healthy for you right here. And what I love about this, it's basically, you know, 15, 20 minutes. The biggest chore is peeling that garlic, which is no big deal really. It's only 8 cloves. So this is a great weekday dinner. I'm going to add more spinach because I have it all cut here. And I love this right in here. So let me know how you enjoyed your spinach artichoke pasta.